Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be giving my thoughts on the new sequel to Top Gun, Top Gun Maverick. I loved this movie and I've seen it 3 times in the cinema so far and I expect I'll be seeing it again. If you're interested in this type of content, then you should consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel, and if you turn notifications on you won't ever miss a video. With that over with, let's get into the review. For a modern reboot of a cult classic from the 80s, I was half expecting Top Gun Maverick to be a cash grab from the producers who would put zero effort into making an interesting movie and who would focus purely on whatever would make them the most money. This, thankfully, however, wasn't the case, and this is probably my favourite movie so far this year. There is so much which makes this movie superior to other Hollywood action movies. The use of practical effects is extraordinary, one example being that the actors are actually in the planes when they're flying. This makes the shaking of the characters and the G-force that they would be experiencing very real, and it makes the film way more realistic, unlike the way too common green screen stunts accompanied by CGI assets which we usually find in these types of movies. I actually saw this movie in the cinema before having watched the original, however the writers have done a pretty good job of making sure that the new viewers, like myself, are subtly clued into the important information that returning viewers already knew. I will say, however, that while after the first time I watched it, I did love it, I definitely preferred my second time viewing, wherein I had seen the original beforehand. The emotional impact having seen the original before makes it a way better experience. Goose's death is explained briefly in this movie, however we don't get to see anywhere near as much of the chemistry and emotional build-up which you get in the original, so having seen it makes this movie way more hard-hitting. The narrative was great and straight to the point, which I like. The pacing was excellent, and at no point did I feel like the movie was running too slow or too fast. It was always perfect, which is something extremely hard to achieve and is very rare. To accompany the good pacing, the editing was also great. There weren't too many cuts in each scene, and the movie just flows from scene to scene very well. The cinematography was another strong point to the movie, with almost every shot throughout the film being beautiful. Visually, this movie is stunning, which is thanks to the use of practical effects making it look way more realistic than your average Hollywood movie. The scenes of the planes flying through valleys and manoeuvring around mountains is amazing and looks fantastic. The characters are good in this movie, with a largely new cast, however 2 actors returned from the original, those being Maverick and Iceman, played by Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. Tom Cruise is excellent in this movie and gets back into the shoes of Maverick very well, especially considering it's been about 35 years since the original came out. Some new actors joining Tom Cruise in the cast are Miles Teller, John Hamm, Glenn Powell, Ed Harris and Jennifer Connelly, all of whom are also very good. This is the second time that director Joseph Kosinski has collaborated with Miles Teller, the two having worked together on the 2017 movie Only the Brave. Miles Teller was excellent in that movie as well as this, which makes me think more and more that he is an overall great actor, despite having a few shaky roles in not-so-good movies, such as the Divergent trilogy and the 2015 Fantastic Four movie. There are a lot of homages to the original movie in this film, such as the intro being basically the same. It features the same written prologue, accompanied by the same song. They both include a montage of planes launching and landing on an aircraft carrier, and the opening credits use the same font. There are also flashbacks to the original movie, mostly scenes which include Goose. Maverick also performs a birdie maneuver to his students in this movie, similarly to the one he did in the first film. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie, and it's such a breath of fresh air to get an actually good action movie from Hollywood. The ratings are through the roof, with it being rated 8.6 on IMDb, 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 4.2 on Letterboxd. It's probably my favourite movie this year, which is a huge accomplishment, considering how good I thought Matt Reeves' The Batman was earlier this year in March. It was stunning on the big screen, so if you haven't already seen it, you should definitely go to the cinema and see it. That'll do for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video and want to see more, please consider liking this video and subscribing if you want to see more movie related content. I plan on making some rankings and actor/director related content pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys.